Why you got me so confused? Without you, got the blue. Check for you like the new. High sex when we ain't new. Wanna give my check to you. Don't know how you do what you do. Sex ain't like a wet dream. You sexy, you let me. If you ever meet a girl named Tina, I'ma tell you what'll happen if you see her. I tell you what'll happen if you leave her. Nobody told me if you leave her. She had some candles, ain't think nothing of it. She started chanting, I thought she was coming. It was a mantra, now I'm bound to this woman, and I love it. Hey. Why you got me so confused? Without you, got the blue. Check for you like the new. High sex when we ain't new. Wanna give my check to you. Don't know how you do what you do. Sex ain't like a wet dream. You sexy, you let me. If you ever meet a girl named Tina, I'ma tell you what'll happen if you see her. I tell you what'll happen if you leave her. Nobody told me if you leave her.
I would like to offer my thanks. I would like to offer my thanks.
She started to move, and I started to hear. She removed any doubts I had. She was smooth, sex appeal, so damn real. I'm in tune, gave me all those feels. She was a snake charmer, almost stole my soul. She was the end of karma. Bliss is all she knows. She just wants to share her love with me. Peace and comfort and luxury. She peered upon my shoulder, felt the flames come closer as she bit into my neck. Then I feel with passion, love, and tantric sex. She opened up my senses, enhanced my intellect. Underneath with her, somehow I can't forget. She was a snake charmer, almost stole my soul. She was the end of karma. Bliss is all she knows. She just wants to share her love with me. Peace and comfort and luxury.
I would like to offer my thanks. I would like to offer my thanks. I would like to offer my thanks. I would like to offer my thanks.
She my healer, no umbrella. She the coldest, can't get more chiller. Your sex is a weapon, shorty a killer. Love dealer, painkiller, heart stiller. My nigga, when I was low stuck, you would roll up. Then we would roll up, then we would go up. Take off them panties and then we would go nuts. Make sweet love to me, take my pain away. Be my sunshine, take that pain away. My nigga, remember when my wounds were open? At the bottom of the pit, you sent me ropes in. The whole time I was really hoping that you would make sweet love to me, take my pain away, be my sunshine, take the rain away. Only when you kiss me, only when you touch me, only when you love me, only when you rub me, it's only when I'm here. Only when you kiss me, only when you touch me, only when you love me, only when you rub me, it's only when I'm here.
They ain't rooting for me, they ain't clapping for me. I'm only saying somebody just be happy for me. I really hate to say I told you so I bite my tongue, but you don't know.
Your favorite mystic. You are traveling with the poet mystic. Time to tap in now. Your favorite astrologer's favorite astrologer. You are now tapped in with the poet mystic.
Peace of the tribe, peace of the collective, man. It's the Hood Mystic. Tapping in one time for the 2 times, for the 3 times. How y'all doing out there? Ones in the chat if you feeling alright, feeling good. 2s in the chat if you're feeling shitty. There is no wrong answer. 3 in the chat if you in between. How y'all feeling? Getting some vibes started for the day, man. What's going on?
You are now tapped in with Hood in the Morning.
Yes.
You are now tapped in with the Hood Mystic.
Yes. Hopefully everybody is feeling good, man. Damn, I'm doing this video out of love. The love in my heart is why this video is brought to you exclusively from the love in my heart. You know what I'm saying, man? So today we're gonna talk about some stuff, man. Get everything locked in so it ain't no movement along the board. Everything locked in. We're gonna talk some astrology, man. Why are we talking about astrology? Well, astrology is the study of the stars, okay? And in Revelation, we talk about the 7 candlesticks or the 7 stars or the 7 lamps or the chakras, which are connected to 7 classical planets, the 7 wandering stars, which directly radiate to each and every one of our chakras. Now, just because you don't pay attention to your chakras don't mean you don't have them. The same way as if you never paid attention to your hand, you would still have a hand. Okay? So just because you didn't pay attention to your soul, not mean you do not have a soul. And I guarantee that you felt the characteristics of the soul. Those sexual vibrations. If you didn't have a soul, you wouldn't be ever craving sex, because sex is creation. Sex is related to love. Right? Now we've desensitized it and demoralized it and threw it in the gutter in 2023. We out here eating ass.
Ooh, hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
Right? We out here tossing groceries.
Oh my God!
tossing salad.
Oh my God!
Talking about, I don't know how to tap into the soul energy. But you know how to do all of that nasty and freaky stuff. Kyrie, why you talking about freaky and nasty stuff? Because today we talking about Mama Lilith.
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
And Lilith is all about that sexual activity. Now, because you went to public school, your parents is Christians, you come from a well-to-do family, maybe sex isn't one of the major topics you like discussing. But correct me if I'm wrong, you have been in a situation where you wanted to pull somebody's pants down. One's in the chat if you ever just wanted to tell a person, shut the fuck up and pull your pants down. One's in the chat if that ever happened to you. Or if that's only happened to me. But if you have a sexual energy, you either engage in that sexual energy or you suppressing that sexual energy. Ladies, only the ladies. What do you do? Now, if you're watching this video post live, I want you to put it in the chat. And if you're watching it post live, I want you to put it in the comments. But for the ladies, name some things you do to radiate deeper into your femininity. And if you don't do nothing, put nothing in the comments, put nothing in the chat. Because if you don't do shit to radiate in your femininity, that's perfectly fine. But we talking about Lilith, and we talking about Cancer, we talking about the moon, and we talking about Mars. So we all need a soft place to land. We all need a soft place to land. And it's up to you, ladies, to radiate deeply into your feminine energy. Can't be mad at everybody. Can't be mad at the world. Can't be like, Kyrie, why is you talking about women? Because I cannot radiate into my femininity. I'm sorry. That's your job.
Ooh, hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
At any point, it's here to just make you think, here to give you some real life game on how to be super successful in the relationship game. Your number one job in attracting, maintaining, sustaining, and completing the relationship game as a divine feminine is to go deeper and deeper and deeper into your divine feminine energy. And radiate means send out in all directions what it means to be divine. If you don't do that, then who is doing that for you?
Ooh, hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
And how often do you go deeper into your feminine energy? Or, because this is the real shit, we're going to talk about emotions.
Oh my God!
We're going to talk about emotions. So what's the problem with emotions? If you are a divine feminine and you have negative emotions, when you look inward, you don't see divine feminine energy. You see the negative situation and negative emotion as a conscious program, as something that you reflect on. So it's very important to, as best as you can, work through those negative emotions, identify those negative emotions, purge those negative emotions as a base point. Because fuck what I'm saying, if you holding in negative and angry energy towards people, when you reflect inward, that's what you see, that's what you experience, and that's the emotions that you carry. So who knows what divine feminine energy looks like for you? Because why would you reflect on some bullshit? Why would you reflect on turmoil? It's better to just, do a boss bitch brunch. The BBB affair.
Oh my God!
It's better to take a trip to Santa Poco. It's better to get a new nigga than a new nigga. I can drop him and get a new nigga. I need more money, more trips, more cars, more. Okay. Why are you thinking that you need so much shit? Reason why you think you need so much stuff is because you cannot reflect inwardly, because you haven't first recognized that the well is sour, the pool is dirty. You're not going to swim in no dirty pool. One's in the chat if you're not going to swim in a dirty pool. So what is the analogy for the dirty pool? The dirty pool is a negative emotion, internal reflection. You're not going to go within if you hold in negative emotions. If you're not going to swim in a dirty pool, you're not going to reflect inwardly if you got anger and rage towards your father. If you haven't healed that mommy wound.
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
So, I might go through some crazy shit, but at the end of the day, Kyrie do not give a fuck, Like, I gotta not care, because it ain't a nigga's opinion that carried me through all of these years.
Oh my God!
It ain't black people saying, I don't believe in spirit and soul type talk. I don't believe in black magic. Yeah, I don't fuck with them spiritual niggas. Yeah, I never had to, I don't, if a person talk to me, a motherfucker can be arguing all day. I come and enter the conversation, niggas automatically be quiet. Motherfucker said yesterday, I was on this podcast, a motherfucker said, are you a nice guy or are you a bad boy? I said, bitch, I'm neither. What the fuck? I'm authentic.
Oh my God!
I'm true to self. I say what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it. And I give you the option to not. See, the thing is, you want to fuck with me, but you don't want me to speak my mind. But if I didn't speak my mind, you wouldn't ever even want to fuck with me. Ain't that crazy? So I had to come to the understanding, Mars conjunct Lilith, conjunct the moon, that you're going to get this real conversation from Kyrie from the gut. Right? From the fucking recesses of my soul, from the bottom. I got 4 kids, man. And the youngest one, my wife say he come from the bottom left corner nut. Boy, that motherfucker crazy, man. He is like, I love him to death though. This is not derogatory when I say he crazy. He off the motherfucking chain type shit. Like he like from another universe. And that's how I'm coming today, from another universe, because that's essentially what I am and what I represent, I give it to you raw and honest, That's why I'm here today, coming from the gut. You feel me? So why would a motherfucking girl want to change that? And I know in your relationship, fellas, you want to say, bitch, take that fucking wig off.
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
Hopefully, this Mars conjunct Lilith energy give you that esteem to say what you've always wanted to say in front of everybody. Why? Because it's what the fuck you want to say, right? Why are you saying that? Because I want to fucking say it. Why are you not saying what the fuck you want to say is the question that I'm gonna ask you. Why you trying to tiptoe around all these motherfuckers' feelings and you not even able to perceive and deal with your soul? So, I like to go deep into this type of shit. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Appreciate y'all.
You are now tapped in with the Hood Mystic.
So I want to explain this picture. We got a woman and two dudes. Now, ladies, we dealing with the Lilith energy, and Lilith wants y'all to be honest. Would y'all be into a threesome with two guys? A one at the front and one at the back taking turns on your ass. Do that turn you on? One's in the chat. This is a safe space. Hopefully, you don't got your government name as your handle.
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
Ladies, have y'all ever fantasized or thought about or just downright want a threesome MMF style? MMF stand for male, male, female. This is not what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to know. Because I fantasize on the opposite, right? I want to be the only guy and two women. See, the thing about me is I done had so much sex that I'm willing to experiment at this point in my life. And people be like, people go straight to the, LGBTQ side of it, but I ain't even that far. You feel me? I'm more of like a sensual touch type of person. I'm more of a gooch licking type of person. You feel me? I'm more of a toe sucking type of person. Like, I thought that the penis was the center of all sensual pleasure. But guys, let me tell you something. Them toes, she started licking on them toes. I mean, not licking, but sucking on them toes.
Oh my God!
I'll be moving. Her friend come in like,
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
telling you, getting your toes sucked. It is the next level. And Kyrie, why you keep talking about freaky shit? Because we talking about Mars conjunct Lilith. We got to keep it on brand and on topic. Lilith represents your repressed sexual needs. So when it comes to your repressed sexual needs, you don't even know what need is being repressed because it is suppressed. So I'm just lying. No, I'm not lying about getting my toes sucked, but I am using my toes sucked as a way to explain I didn't necessarily even know that you can maximize the pleasure. It got to a point where I didn't want no head. Don't even touch me. Don't even think of, don't look at me. I don't want to look at you. Put on some clothes. Listen, I could be fully dressed right now. All I need to do is take off my socks.
Oh my God!
Listen, I'm devoting my life to pedicures. Get my toes taken care of. Because I'm telling you, might bring some light with it. I'm going to be like, what's your favorite dessert, baby? Whatever it is. Bitch can say cheesecake. I'm bringing cheesecake to the bedroom tomorrow. Like, what you doing with that cheesecake? Don't even worry about it. I'm rubbing it all on my feet, fully clothed. Why you ain't taking your clothes off? Because I don't need to take my clothes off. The only thing that I need exposed is my feet. This is what making love is to me. Now, am I being facetious? Absolutely. Why are you being so facetious? So I can absolutely make a point. You don't know what sexual energies is being repressed. Maybe you want a two-way, or a three-way, or a four-way, or an orgy. Now is not the time to play coy. Now is not the time to listen. Mars conjunct Lilith is about being assertive. Now, don't cry for me, Argentina, because I already got my goddamn toes licked.
Oh my God!
We straight over here. However, what about you? Who licking your toes? But beyond that, we're talking about esoteric things. So this picture represents the integration of the higher aspects of being, which synchronize and synthesize into spiritual actualization. Because everybody is given a physical body, but not everybody wishes to harmonize and synthesize and synchronize their mental, emotional, and spiritual. So didn't want to get you too wound up in the possibilities of one at the front and one at the back. But I did want to intrigue you to look a little deeper into the art that is being put before you. We are talking about the integration of the mental, emotional, and spiritual, which is the hardest part of being, because you don't need nothing to be physical. There's people right now buying cases of Mountain Dew, crystal meth, crack, heroin, fentanyl. There's people just playing crash dummy with their life, doing Percocets. There's people out here doing cocaine like it's 1984 and shit. You feel me? Like, people is like really into dumb shit, basically. And why are they into so much dumb shit is because the mental, emotional, and spiritual energy is not integrated into the physical, because that's difficult. Especially when society have given you a phone. So one's in the chat if you take your phone into the bathroom with you when you taking a shit. And the reason I'm asking this question is not to goddamn ever ask to use your damn phone.
Oh my God!
One's in the chat if you take your phone, because you can't fucking be away from your phone while you goddamn take a shit. One's in the chat if ever you gotta wait 30 minutes. Lord forbid you gotta wait for the doctor or the dentist for 30 minutes and not pick up your damn phone, you might break down. You might break completely down. So the reason that I'm bringing this all up is to elucidate a very important aspect, that mentally we do not love our mind, because you can't love your mind and be picking up your phone every 10 minutes. And even if you are picking up your phone in every 10 minutes, are you doing productive things while you holding your phone? Like, are you at the gym? Are you taking nature walks? Or are you doing productive things in reference to your phone? Or are you just sitting in your room, laying in your bed, sitting on your couch, sitting in your car, sitting at your job, sitting in school, sitting in class, sitting in some area of time and space and not doing shit but looking at your phone? And if that's the majority of the time that you spend, then the reality is you haven't actually integrated your mental. Emotionally, we referenced that earlier, but we're going to deal with emotions because we're dealing with the energy of Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. Water signs deal with emotions. Mars, Lilith, and the moon is in this emotional energy. And it's one thing to feel bad because people don't fuck with you, but it's a whole nother thing to speak and reference your actual truth. Right? And I'm gonna just show y'all some shit how the astrology play out. Because look, Mars conjunct Lilith is in Cancer, sidereal, but then it's that news article about the billionaire that went under the sea and the shit incinerated, right? He a billionaire and he going deep under the sea to go to the Titanic, right? Like not even learning the lesson from past, right? The opulence and looking outside of yourself representing wealth is not the way to go, right? And then he got a grandson who's living his best life, hollering at porn stars, going to concerts, and people like, why you not sad? Because maybe he got joy on the inside. So it's two ways to go. You can be like that billionaire and crash out under the sea. He like Little Mermaid man looking, wanted to switch places with Ariel looking ass boy. Wanted to see if motherfucking Leonardo DiCaprio was really under the water like they said he was looking ass boy. Like, could never just be happy with your billions, right? Before you went under the sea, you could have hit up the hood mystic like, bro, here goes a healthy donation. I'm about to crash out. Here go a couple of dubs. I'm about to crash out. So, once again, there's no satisfaction on the external world. A billionaire can't even be satisfied. Like, you mean to tell me he couldn't get no hoes? He got $1 billion. See, the problem was, I'm going to tell y'all the problem. That billionaire never got his toes licked. Because if he got his toes licked, he'd be getting his toes licked right now.
Oh my God!
But let's get into the bill because I want to explain what I'm talking about. So let's look at this a little further. Get these chats out the way real quick so we can see a little clearer. I can see clearly now. So we looking at an exact conjunction at 24 degrees of the moon, Lilith, and Mars. Lilith and Mars being a longer conjunction, moon being the conjunction of the day. So this is a chart for Thursday, the 22nd. So I can give you a remedy and a solution right now. Your wealth is connected to your gut, speaking from your gut, acting from your gut, and also your wealth is also connected to your seed, to your eggs, to your family, to your kids. And you don't get kids without relationships. So having a kid without a relationship is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy when you start to think about it, because that relationship is actually going to be your future fertility and productivity. Your children could represent you. And what do you actually represent? If you represent a monolith, like you a single person or a single parent, or you co-parenting, that's what your kids is going to turn out to be. Motherfuckers that only think about themselves and trying to get it the best way they can. How would they know any better? Right? So what is the message? Because you can't fuck nobody by yourself. First and foremost, you can masturbate, but then we talking about Lilith. One of the mythologies about Lilith is that she will, got to take off the picture for this, she will suck up your semen. So when you masturbating, in a couple videos I got on the girls, you know, fucking with Baron Samdi, you know, that's everybody's goddamn boyfriend. Try to holler at a girl, I'm taking, who your boyfriend? Baron Samdi. He told me he was gonna give me everything in the world. Well, why you still living in the basement? Masturbating with a big ass dildo, fantasizing about Baron Samdi. And then when you get an actual man, you like, well, you don't got the vibrating action button. Can I hit a button on your balls to make your dick vibrate or something? Cause this ain't gonna work. And then you go right back to Baron Samdi. But the thing about Baron Samdi is that he ain't real. He a figment of your imagination, of your psychosis, and then you real sad cause your boyfriend is a ghost. And so why would you even want to reflect on anything and take anything seriously when you in a relationship with a damn fucking demon? But wait, it gets better. Fella's like, yeah, you shouldn't be fucking with Baron Samdi, knowing damn well you masturbate 9 times a day. Nigga masturbating 9 times a day.
Oh my God!
Right? Why is you masturbating so much, my guy? Explain to me the purpose of your major masturbation. That's Lilith energy. Cause you wanna be fucking a bad bitch, don't you? Curvy. Like the bitches that you see on the porn. But it's like a catch-22. You can't actually boss yourself up because you're too busy watching porn. Too busy. Now your girlfriend is a fucking ghost. A succubi, my guy. You can't go to sleep without jagging it off. You can't go to sleep without watching goddamn Pornhub, X videos. What is the other site y'all be watching? Them is my only 2 sites. Talking about it ain't no fucking women out here.
You are now tapped in with the Hood Mystic.
How would you know? You too busy. You cool on going out on a Friday night. Why you cool on going out on a Friday night? Cause you get the Pornhub, X videos. Oh, I forgot. What's the shit that you be on? OnlyFans.
Oh my God!
Jagging off and thinking that girl is your girlfriend because you subscribe to her OnlyFans. That is not your girlfriend, and you is not her only man. You don't get a girlfriend for $13.99. It just don't work like that. And that OnlyFans bill, you got $13.99, $20.99, $5.99, and these motherfucking bitches want that money every damn month. So let's do the math. You spending $300 a month on OnlyFans?
Oh my God!
Talking about, I don't even understand what you mean by Lilith hood. Like, can you explain the concept of Lilith? Because, like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, it's like a real hard concept to understand. How many times you masturbate? And why are you masturbating? Understand that sex cannot happen without a relationship. And if you are masturbating to serve the person that you are in a relationship with. But because you can't see through the different rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, radio waves, you know that radio waves exist, but you can't see them, but you can hear the music on the radio. Just because you can't see Baron Samdi, just because you can't see Lilith, don't mean that is not your motherfucking real baby mama and real baby daddy. Because what do? They take the sperm and birth demons, astral demons. So you trying to get right with your girl, you trying to get right with your boyfriend, but he can't get his fucking mind right. One's in the chat if you ever dealt with mental illness or dealt with a person who struggled with mental illness. The reason that mental illness is so pervasive and is so strong is because these niggas keep jagging off.
Oh my God!
Lilith will show up, take that cum, and you can't see it, but you can see it because it's going to affect the people. Y'all remember how it was growing up. One's in the chat if these kids is growing up way different than we grew up. Remember growing up and knowing everybody on the block? One's in the chat if you don't know a goddamn soul in your fucking apartment building. It's almost like you fucking living with NPCs, non-playable characters. So what is happening with the world? We are being infected and inundated with demon thoughts. None of this shit was around when I was growing up. And if we told motherfuckers that it would be a whole month where little kids will be watching a whole bunch of grown-ass men do diabolical acts, motherfuckers would be like, man, hell no, that ain't never gonna happen. You crazy. No, it's gonna be a song called Eating Ass and people gonna kind of fuck with it. People gonna support the artist. You know, back in the days, you would put out a song called Eating Ass and people would call you like Weird Al Yankovic or some shit like that. Like it'd be a joke rapper, like a comedy rapper. Like niggas would be like, it's not real. It's funny. It was a movie called Baps and all the girls was wearing wigs and nails. And that was a comedy. That was funny. Cause we knew our moms and aunties was going to the hair salon, getting wraps, getting perms, getting box braids. They wasn't getting weave and wigs to that extent. So it was funny to see girls just living that way. Fast forward to 2023, everything that I said, what would be some weird shit back in the day, is completely normal and acceptable. And when you tell motherfuckers that is weird, they look at you like you crazy. The reason why all of this is happening is because motherfuckers keep jagging off. What is porn? Porn is $1 billion industry. So, fuck what I'm saying. It's happening. It means that your kids, by the time your kids is 8 years old, they got full fucking front row seats to whatever is happening sexually before their brains can even process it. So what tends to happen is that men and women tend to shave their pubic hairs. Not because it's natural, not because it's healthy, not because, you know, their parents told them to do it. Because all of the kids have been seeing porn since they was children. And so it's have morphed their mind to think that this is how pubic hairs is supposed to be. So if you got a woman that don't shave her pubic hairs, you probably dealing with a goddess right now. Somebody, and not even to say like, oh yeah, she a goddess, she ain't never watched porn, because fuck falling in love in 2023. Fuck falling in love in 2023. Because what's happening mentally is not what's happening physically. When you talk to people, people expect you to be their therapist, their psychologist, their healer. And the reality of relationships is that you never should have been broken in the first place. There were things set up, there are rules and parameters and millions of years of evolution that have been broken and disturbed and disrupted by this thing that we call society. So when we reference an energy called Lilith, it's foreign and strange to you. To tap into your primordial true essence and nature. Because what we talk about is biology. What's more or less when you get on YouTube, Instagram, what people want to talk about is ideologies that are far removed from biology. So even if you ascertain the highest height of the ideology that you're going for, what does that say about your biological need? And my biological need is getting my goddamn toes sucked.
Oh my God!
I ain't gonna lie, man. That was goddamn funny. So we dealing with a particular number and a frequency. We dealing with a number and a frequency. The moon. Look at moon. Look at Mars. Look at Lilith. They all say 24 degrees of Cancer in the sidereal astrology chart. So then we say, all right, what does that Sabian symbol represent? That Sabian symbol represents harmonization. So when you see the girl and the two dudes, I don't want y'all to think that there's about to be a male, female threesome. We're talking about the inner harmonious relationship of our emotions, our mental, and our spiritual. Because that is what makes the being whole. It's so easy and natural to be physical that very rarely does one stop, get out of their vices, get out of their ego, get out of their needs, get out of their wants, and say, do I love my mind? Do I love to learn? Do I love to grow and expand my mind? Are the feelings that I feel authentic and true to self? Am I doing the spiritual work? Am I living intentionally? And these are questions that you need to ask yourself, and these are things that you need to work hard at, because this is not easy. And I know, like, talking about it is like super cool and super dope and super rad, but to say I love my mind, to really find that inner emotional bliss, to make up your own rituals, to be ritualistic, to be so fucking tapped into what your soul looks like, and then channeling that in the 3D realm is so beautiful. And it shouldn't be aligned with a specific purpose. Like, it shouldn't be like, I'm doing a ritual for this, I'm doing a ritual for that. And I don't see that nothing wrong with that. But you do not spell spiritual without ritual. And if you do not live intentionally, then you are following someone else's rules. And that's going to make you feel bad. And once you feel bad, you're not going to want to reflect internally. It's so hard to meditate when you feeling bad and negative. And when things are going good, meditation is the furthest thing from your mind. So it comes to a point where you got to actually get into the point of really stopping yourself, really setting the time to journal. For me, I like to do these videos. For me, I like to really get into the astrology, get into the chart. I'll be at my office taking notes, putting videos together and shit like that. Because the reality of this whole type situation, I don't have to actually do the video. I could be deep diving or getting my goddamn toes licked.
Oh my God!
But, you know, that's not in reference to the harmonization of my mind, my emotions, and my spirit. Getting my toes licked is more centered into the flesh. And when I say licked, I'm actually not even meaning licked. I'm meaning sucked. Like, I'm talking like goddamn church's chicken. You feel me? Like, I ain't even know. Like, give me that whole mouth on this goddamn toe. Like, don't even act like it's a toe and it gross you out. Act like it's your favorite food. I need teeth, tongue. I need the whole shebang. You feel me? Like, but that's flesh, right? And I'm not gonna spend my whole life, you feel me, get my toes licked. I'm just not gonna do that with y'all. I'm gonna do these videos. Feel me? I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna clear my mind. But why is God sex? Why is God sex? Before we go any further, thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for for dealing with me. I truly, truly love y'all. What I'm gonna start doing for these videos is I'm gonna give my notes away, but I'm just not gonna give them away for free. I feel like these notes is really valuable. And for those who feel like it is valuable, for a low price of $5 a month, that's like 30 cents a fucking day. 30 cents a day when you spend $50 a day on Loud, right? You get the notes to these damn videos, and of course the new moon, full moon articles, and whatever I decide to write. I'm actually getting back to work. Now this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit that I'm about to tell y'all. Y'all know I like goddamn mushrooms, right? And sometimes I feel like Mario. Because when I take the mushrooms, I get into like a higher being. You know what I'm saying? I get, for real, no cap. Like I might have money issues. Like I might be low on funds, for real. That's when I'm like, oh shit, I need to take me a motherfucking dose. You feel me? And it don't even be like to get higher to nothing. Like it'd be like I need some goddamn money because the motherfucking mushrooms be connecting you to shit, right? So boom. But besides that, I fuck with the mushrooms. So make me feel like Mario. But for these past 3 days, I've actually fucking tapped into Mario energy. I've been a fucking plumber. Now, goddamn it, I got 4 kids. So at some point with 4 kids, something is gonna fall into that goddamn tub. Something gonna fall into that goddamn toilet. When I had 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? It done happened before, it's gonna happen again. So that shit happened like 3 days. So I ain't know what the fuck. I done got plumbers, snakes, you know what I'm saying? I done took the toilet up, fucking retiled the bathroom. I done fucking did all types of shit, like shit that didn't even have to do with a fucking leaky got fucking clog, right? Couldn't figure it out, you know what I'm saying? But I eventually figured it out. So I say all of that to say I just feel exactly like Mario Brothers today. And to me that's a good thing. So I didn't even have no Luigi. I was just straight up Mario. Like a full-fledged plumber. Because I just was like, bro, when you have a house, you can choose to call a professional and spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to do something. Dog, at the end of the day, to fix it, it costs $30. And if I would have got a plumber out here to do the same thing that I did, would have charged me $500. So it's like when you have a house, it's like you gotta fucking, like you don't even have no fucking choice. But the reality is like when you go to places like Home Depot, it's like it's motherfuckers who had houses before you who done laid down the format and formula for everything you ever could possibly need to fix your shit. So that make me feel good too. It's just like patience and time and energy. So don't be paying motherfuckers to do shit that you can do yourself. But with that being said, if y'all like these articles, if y'all like these videos and want to get a basis of what I'm talking about, because y'all might think I'm just like super random, saying a whole bunch of dumb shit, click that first link in my bio. That's my Substack. These notes, though, I'm not just going to give away for free. You're going to have to at least give me $5 a month if it could deal me. You know what I'm saying? Need at least that. I need that hot 5 about you. You feel me? Need that hot 5 about you. So just wanted to let y'all know that. But why is God sex? And this is very important because this can go one ear and not the other. God is spiritual. God is sex. God is the soul. But why? Why? Because at the end of the day, if your parents did not have sex, you wouldn't be here. So the fact that your parents had sex is the reason why you exist. So that makes the reason why you exist the true God, the true divinity in your life. Right? So when it translates to you and how you live, is going to then fall back into societal expressions or societal expectations. You got friends, family, associates, and lovers that say you shouldn't be a stripper, you shouldn't be a hoe, you shouldn't explore your sexuality, You shouldn't, join sex cults and swinger clubs and polygamy. You should only do monogamy or just be single because men ain't shit, women ain't shit. But nobody is saying, well, if you do not have a healthy, successful relationship, you do not have access to God. And that's the shit that I say. But people look at me like I'm crazy. And maybe I am crazy. But at the end of the day, listen, what else is there? That billionaire figured it was going to be in the goddamn Titanic. The same time he was going down in that damn Titanic, guess what was happening? I was getting my damn toes sucked.
Oh my God!
And he died, and I died too. The only thing is, he probably went to hell, and I went to heaven. You feel me? Like, 10 times out of 10, sex is suppressed. When we have spiritual conversations, spiritual leaders, YouTube videos, it's all about a whole bunch of shit that's not about sex. So when you just watching this shit and absorbing this shit, but you're not really tapping into your sexual energy, your kundalini energy, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, you're not taking it seriously. You look halfway decent. You can pull a nigga. You can get a girlfriend to call you bae or call you daddy. She bring you lunch to work. You done figure life out. You got a fucking Charger or some shit like that. You got a fucking Chevy or some shit. You done figured life out. But when you get home and you lay in your bed, your girl only giving you goddamn, if she decide to give you pussy, she give you bare minimum pussy. She sucking it like she got an attitude with you. She just gonna lay down. You ask her to get on top. She act like, it's a problem. Gonna hit it from the back. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, the baby is crying. Let me go check on the baby. Matter of fact, I'm tired. I don't see what the big deal is. Energy like that. But you got a fucking Charger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense. And the facts is, you want to tell her straight up. I was watching this YouTube video and I heard, you know what I'm saying. And the facts is, some of y'all homies, some of the dudes out there, bro, y'all toes is way nicer than mine. I be at, like, I'm so free sexually that, like, I'm so secure in my masculinity. Cause the reason why I say this is cause I went to prison, and in prison they have open showers. So when I first went to prison, cause I wasn't secure in my masculinity, I was just like, oh my God, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Type shit. And then it's just like, this is my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I didn't ever play sports or nothing like that. So I had to go through it like in prison. But at a certain point, it's just like, I don't care. It don't matter. Right? So get into a point where you just feel so comfortable with who you are sexually. That's the key. That's going to bring you to the next level. And everything that's like away from it, that we feel like society is going to help us financially, houses, cars, cribs, Chargers, Chevys, Bentley, all of this type of shit that we going for is not in reference to God, because God is in reference to sex. How do you access the realm of sex, masculinity and femininity? How do I get more clearer on that? How do I get more direct on that? Well, for women, it is the things that help you immerse yourself in estrogen, healthy estrogen. So we dealing with Mars as well. We dealing with the sacral and root chakra as well. We dealing with action, engagement. It's a problem though when there is no consciousness around it, and it's just kind of just giving it away and just wanting to have sex. For men too. But for men, it's worse because men is not getting sex. The only sex that they getting is Lilith. So Lilith conjunct Mars is like, masturbation time for these niggas. So where's your baby daddy at? He probably not with his girlfriend like you think. He probably at home jagging off because his real girlfriend is Lilith. This is deep spiritual esoteric conversation because sex rules the world. Sex motivates people. Sex is their primordial nature. Sex is where the soul is. So if you can't tap into your soul, it's more than likely that the sexual energy is blocking you. Sexual energy then relates or resorts to emotions, negative emotion, because we just have sex willy-nilly. You wouldn't have negative emotions if you wasn't fucking that person raw that you wasn't really supposed to be having sex raw. I'm gonna tell you, nothing gonna fuck you up more than when the person that you projected your God force energy on start cheating on you. Why would your God cheat on you? So you gonna blame the person that's cheating on you for cheating on you, but you don't blame yourself for projecting your God first energy. You were supposed to be my soulmate, my twin flame, meaning that I'm going to consciously and willingly project my soul onto this other human being. And then I'm going to fuck this person, right? So I can make love to myself. Right? I want to make love to my God. I want to make love to my goddess. But this person never signed up to be your goddess. This person never woke up and said, I want to play goddess to this God. Now, you can be conscious and you can be intentional, but this is not a normal thing. So we're going to talk about the rule, not the exception. So let's talk about integration for dummies. I'm going to really and this would be something that you can actually take notes on. Because if you don't get clear on your emotions, how you truly feel, or how you want to truly feel, then you are outside of integrating your emotions into your physical. So what tends to happen when you're not feeling how you want to feel or how you truly feel, you are a zombie. You are not connected. And you just kind of like a crash dummy, constantly bumping into the wall. Because you don't even know, first of all, you don't even know how you truly feel, why you feel the way that you feel. And you don't have a clue on how you actually want to feel. And then you equate money to being a feeling. So you say, I'm working so I can get money because when I get money, I'll feel better. But that can't be true if a billionaire is trying to fucking find goddamn Leonardo DiCaprio in the bottom of the ocean. So money and emotions don't mix. You can be in your emotional energy right now because your emotions is either going to block your view of the soul or clear the way. Be the force of energy that pushes you into your soul. How do you integrate your mental into your physical reality? How do you care about your mind? Do you love your mind? Is your mind a place that you go to for solace, or do you go to your phone? Or do you go to the blunt? Or do you go to the Percocet? Or do you go to the porn? Do you go to Lilith? Because for real, you should be able to jack off with no porn whatsoever. One's in the chat if you can jack off with your imagination. Because that's where I'd be a lot of times. You goddamn thinking about them goddamn toes getting licked. Take you to a whole nother level.
Oh my God!
How do you integrate your spirituality into your physical life? The way that you integrate your spirituality into your physical life is through ritual. You create your own rituals. We all have the ability to create our own rituals. One's in the chat if y'all understood what I just said, because it's going to go in one ear out the other. I'm going to ask you, when was the last time you did a ritual? You're going to say, I never did a ritual, but I'm very spiritual. Can't be spiritual without ritual. Do y'all see ritual in the word spiritual? So one's in the chat if what I said made sense. You can't be spiritual without doing consistent rituals. How do I do rituals? You make shit up. You make shit up. Your most powerful ritual is the shit that you make up. Your most powerful ritual is the shit that you make up. I don't give a fuck. You say you want a goddamn threesome partner, do a ritual. You say you want somebody to eat your ass, do a ritual. You say you want a sugar daddy, do a ritual. You say you want a sugar mama, do a ritual. You say you want a job, do a ritual. You say you want prosperity, peace, love, whatever, do a ritual. Keep doing rituals. Always do rituals. Live intentionally. Don't do shit that don't have nothing to do with your rituals. Everything in reference to your ritual is everything that you do afterwards. So if you're doing a threesome ritual, that's all the videos you watching on YouTube. That's all you books you reading. How to get a threesome. Threesome.com. Threesome 101. Somebody ask your name. My name is Threesome. Your whole life just become a threesome because it's a ritual. Why? Because everything else the fuck around you is a fucking ritual. That school you went to is a ritual. Why you got to go to school 5 days a week from 8 to 5? Because it's a ritual. Because what does it prepare you for? Going to work, clocking in from 8 to 5. It's some people who cannot even function financially without a job. Because they have been conditioned and ritualized and stereotyped to work through school. Holidays, ritual. So all of these people doing rituals around you, but yet and still you trying to figure out how to make it through. Part of the human experience is rituals. It's so crazy going to the Botanica and seeing other people buying candles, buying altar supplies. Motherfuckers that you would never even think. So riddle me this, Batman. Why the fuck is everybody buying candles and altar supplies if it ain't natural and part of the human experience to do ritual things? And then riddle me this. Why the fuck you sitting back scratching your head why things ain't working out for you? So this ties back into the Sabian symbol, which is a woman and two men stranded on the island. Stranded on the island, C represents emotion. A woman represents emotion. The two men represent spirituality and mental processes. Since they stranded on the island, that means that these motherfuckers need to work together. So how you really want to feel is tied into your rituals. But if you don't know how you really want to feel, then you're not even going to be intentional in your own fucking life. And then you're going to be pointing the fingers and pointing the blame. It ain't nobody's fault that you projected your God force energy on your baby mama or your baby daddy or your husband or your wife. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to integrate all of that energy internally first. And maybe, just maybe, you might have something to offer to the nigga, to the woman, instead of fucking demons. Lilith and goddamn Samuel. Fucking Baron Samedi and Brigitte. Why you so sad? Why you so angry? Oh, because I can't see beyond the ultraviolet and ultramagnetic waves. I think there's something wrong with me, yet and still, I just don't see what I can't see. And because I can't see it, I don't think it exists. So for thousands of years, documents of fucking demons, ghosts, and tranquil spirits, that shit running your fucking life. First things first, purify your fucking aura. Take a bath right now. Ammonia, bleach, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, clear your aura. I can't take a bath, I'm homeless. Go to the fucking fruit store, get a coconut, crack it open, pour it over your crown chakra. Have the coconut juice run down your whole entire body. Purify and cleanse your fucking aura. Because this shit is real out here in these fucking streets. Don't nobody give a fuck about your job, your paycheck, your direct deposit. What we give a fuck about is if you going to be able to integrate and understand who you are and understand what the fuck is happening. Have you really took a clear look at your emotions, your mental, and do you live intentionally through your rituals, or do you sit on your fucking couch in your bed and try to figure out what the fuck is wrong? Just some questions. That's integration for dummies, okay? That's for people who never thought that they had a mental, emotional, and spiritual side that they need to sit the fuck down and fucking figure the fuck out. They just show up as this fucking monolith, this fucking person that just don't give a fuck, gonna react and be and just express themselves how the fuck they want to, ruin, like, you know what I'm saying, not give a fuck about nobody. And then try to figure out, like, why don't people fuck with them, or why don't people rock with them the long way? Because you don't even understand who you are. And the reason that you don't understand who you are is because it's not being taught to us specifically and intently. We are going to school, we are being ritualized either to be masculine women or feminine men. Period, point fucking blank. And if you don't acknowledge your masculine energy inside your feminine vessel, and if you don't understand that feminine energy inside your masculine vessel, it ain't nobody's fucking fault but your own. Embrace your femininity. Radiate your femininity. Embrace your masculinity. Radiate your masculinity. Go to the gym. Work out. Engage your vessel. Love your vessel. Get your head out the fucking clouds and then out the fucking fog. So, one of the things that's been coming up, one of the things that have been resonating with me is speaking from the gut, which is an interesting thing because Mars conjunct Lilith, conjunct the moon, is in Cancer. Cancer rules the gut. So, it's been study on Mars where Mars represents electromagnetic energy, where Mars is the planet of action, but it takes a lot of magnetic energy to fire in neurons, nerves, to even get you into the space of acting, right? But then acting and speaking, which kind of worked in tandem because the sun is in Gemini. And we talked about this communication energy. Right, the sun in Gemini, communication. So the sun, which is our expression, our speaking, in reference to Mars conjunct Lilith, is acting from our gut region. Cancer rules the stomach or the gut. So and that was just a whole bunch of synchronicities that got me to that realization that, oh, speaking from the gut is about to piss people off, but it's necessary. And maybe you need to explain to them that, you know, I want to live the way that I want to live. I want to follow my emotions, my mental, my spirituality, you know, how you want to feel. Like, and it got to a point where it's like, I want to feel like the feeling I get when my toes is getting licked every single day. It makes me want to get into like more understandings of central touch and central experiences and nerve endings and things of that nature. So it's like operating and being in an interdependent dynamic where people need you and people rely on you is real easy for motherfuckers to get you fucked up. Right, it's real easy for people to misunderstand you and not really really like feel like, you know, they have a right or a reason to be negative towards you. But in reference to speaking your gut, is not an attack on anybody. It's more of a proclamation or understanding that you do not want to experience negative emotions. You don't want your mental to be disrupted. And you also want to live intentionally based on how you integrate your shit, right? You want to live the life that you want to live. So when you speak from your gut, it's going to piss a few people off, but it's going to attract way more people that's going to support you. I'm not only a client, I'm the speaking from your gut president. Okay. Now, in spite of all things, you know, people are going to be in particular states of mind, states of disconnectivity, and really you can't save a person. What you can begin to do is radiate the divine light that is within you through the normalization and balance of your hormones, right? There is no cheat code. You're going to have to learn how to relax and integrate your spirit so you can receive those downloads from the spirit, receive those downloads from the soul realm. If you got to walk to do a job that you don't want to do, you got to be in a relationship that you don't want to be in, you got to be around kids that you really don't like, you got to be around coworkers you don't really like, everybody on the bus get on your nerves. It's just a whole bunch of, you know, energy that pisses you off. Well, at a certain point, the best thing going for you is that you have a soul. So whatever time and energy that you can get to begin to reflect, right, on what you truly want and how what you truly want is going to make you feel, and how actually getting to what you truly want is going to be inspired by your mental because you love your mind. So free space begins to be the time and space where you begin to work on what you truly want. Right. And then to bring the energy into manifesting what you truly want, you ritualize your life. A ritual is not something that you do every once in a while. Right. A ritual is based upon repetition. You live intentionally by being repetitious in an area of life. Is like forging a new trail. It's like creating these new synapses. And the thing that really helps me, you know, forge those new synapses. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. It's White Rabbit Psychedelics. And it's actually studies of actually, you know, like I said, income streams, you know, multiple income streams, being creative, using my mind in a way where creating my reality is something that I'm really good at right now, you know. Really good. And so what I'm trying to do is get everybody on board, right, on creating your own reality, doing the shadow work, activating your chakras so you at peace and you in tune with your soul. And the fucked up a part about it, because everything could be going cool with me, everything can go peace with me, but then it's people who do not understand, you know, people who not doing the work, that's not, you know, really hearing what their soul has to say. And so, you know, it's something else internally. So the modality for creating your reality is internal. This is why having the positive emotions, purging the mind, body, and soul, being so clear about your emotions is so very vital, because you wouldn't even realize how much power you have when you begin to reflect. Because you don't want to reflect because, you know, your mind is a fucked up place, right? It's all the shit that you did, right? Motherfuckers looking at you like an angel, and you know you ain't an angel. You done cheated on that man fucking 15 times. Oh! Cheated on that man 15 times. And he don't even know. Hey, baby, how are you? I'm fine. Baby, what's that stain on the front of your pants? Oh, baby, I just spilled some milkshake. Went to goddamn Burger King. I didn't know you like Burger King. Oh, my God. I thought you was a vegan. Yeah, baby, I just had one of them cravings. I, you know, just wanted some goddamn Burger King milkshake. Ended up getting it on my pants. Do you got a problem? Are you accusing me of something? Do you think that I was sucking dick in the back of fucking Burger King parking lot? Do you think this is cum on my goddamn front of my pants? It's not. It's not. Get that thought out of your head. I would never cheat on you. I'm your little angel. So you holding this in the back of your mind, knowing you ain't shit. And this man paying 100% of the goddamn rent. And if he knew how many times you done sucked dick, cause let's talk about this real quick. Spirit told me about brokenness. Spirit showed me the spirit of brokenness, and what the spirit of brokenness wants is a man that's going to break them.
Oh my God!
And since no woman can say, I want a man to break me, they get a good man and then they start treating that good man bad.
Oh my God!
Because the spirit of brokenness does not want to be loved under no circumstances. So this is a deep metaphorical, esoteric concept of when you get into a relationship and you begin to pour into a woman and thinking that the love that you pouring into her is going to heal her or make her life better. The reality is that only her soul can make her life better. And all the love that you pouring into that broken cup, guess where it's going? On the ground. You ever poured water into a broken cup? You ever saw a special water that you can pour into a cup that's going to make that water heal? Or is a broken cup just a broken cup, and you better find you a motherfucking cup that's not broken to begin to pour your love into, or you going to be fucked up out here in these streets. Your love will never save a girl, okay? And no matter if she broken, if she a damsel in distress, you gonna have to start asking her critical questions. How the fuck you get into this situation, ho? And how the hell you gonna get out of here? Because what the fuck make you think that I'm about to spend my time, energy, and helping you get to a place where you ain't even gonna help me get to? Spirit showed me about the spirit of brokenness and said, Kyrie, don't feel bad. Your love wasn't gonna never save a hoe no matter how much you try.
Oh my God!
So, in the meantime, in the between time, you better have you a couple of threesomes.
Ooh, hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
So we're about to talk about the science of creating your reality, which is related to your emotions, which is related to sex, which is related to Mars conjunct Lilith, because we're also talking about the soul. And the soul wants for you what you want for yourself, but are you going to focus and radiate from the soul? How do I radiate from the soul again? Well, if you're a man, you tap into your motherfucking masculinity and testosterone, bitch. You start fucking putting some fucking muscles on your fucking arm. You start ripping those muscles apart so they can heal and get stronger. You start doing squats, fucking running through the fucking forest, getting scratched up and fucking hurt. And seeing how your body is resilient and healing yourself before you get old and crippled and shit and can't even fucking move. Well, how do I tap into my godhood if I'm a divine feminine? How do you radiate in your femininity? Your femininity attracts, maintains, sustains, and nurtures motherfucking life. Your femininity will attract the man. Your femininity will get you to where you need to go. It's like Visa, everywhere you need to be. Your femininity is your fucking credit card out here in these streets, because you could be the best man in the world. You still gonna want some ass. And the thing about wanting some ass, you don't need no qualifiers. I've been, doing this thing, working with like attractive females. And the thing, and I don't want to say this and sound cruel or mean or whatever, but what I've come to realize without sounding mean is that no man has ever came to an attractive female and said, before I give you this dick, can you read? Before I give you this dick, name the first 10 presidents. Before I give you his dick, do you know your arithmetic, science, social studies, and English? Ladies, one's in the chat if a man had no prerequisites before he gave you the dick. I mean, you would have never even knew. If you didn't know 2 + 2, he would have still gave you that dick. If you didn't know your ABCs, he would have still gave you that dick. So what I'm saying is, when you real attractive, you probably a little slow.
Oh my God!
You're probably a little slow because your ways of getting in the door, nobody is going to actually see. If I couldn't spell, if I couldn't read or write, if I didn't have the gift of gab, I would have never got no damn ass. Because, you know, I know how to fuck around with the lights and the lighting and shit. When you see me in person, I'm a little dusty. But don't cry for me, Argentina. I done deep dived into some good ass pussy. Okay, so let's be clear on that. So what I want to do is give you the science of creating your reality. First things first, you're going to need to relax. Why do you need to relax? Because when you in the emotional field of negativity, whatever you're experiencing, right? You're afraid of a big bad man coming out the woods, you know, to like do something crazy to you. But you in the city, right? In a Uber. But you imagining getting chased, right, in the woods, and you're not even in the woods. Your body, your physiology does not know the difference between whether or not you're in the woods or not. So you're utilizing your emotions to affect your body whole entire time. You was never getting chased by nobody. You was catching an Uber to your goddamn sneaky link. You was catching an Uber to your goddamn DoorDash. How much that cost? 20 to get to the restaurant, 20 for the food, 20 to get back home. You spent $60 for some food that's going to take 10 days off your life expectancy. And on top of that, you was afraid about being chased in the woods, and you live in fucking New York City. You're going to have to travel at least 60 miles to find some decent woods. So the chances of somebody actually coming out the woods to hunt you down and stalk you are very minimal, but your body don't know that. This is why emotions are very fucked up. And we can go with countless examples. There are emotions that you fucking resonate on, emotions that you think on that are fucking bullshit. Things that you think about that's not true. God made 8 billion people. 4 billion of those people is women. That means that is 4 billion pussies. You think he came down on earth and said, no, you, Shaniqua, have a special pussy. I've set you aside and give you the ability of having a Squirt Master 3000. There will never be a pussy like yours before or after. Once a man gets a whiff of your pussy, he is not going to want no other pussy besides yours. So once you get a man, you can give him the bare minimum and he's still going to love you. Why? Because your pussy is special. And then come to find out your pussy is not special, you got the nerve to feel bad about it. And at the end of the day, you're ruining your ability to create your reality. First things first, you gotta relax your emotions. First things first, you gotta relax your emotions so you can have clarity. Once you have clarity, you will have peace. Once you're at peace, you're able to think clearly. This is what brings you into Mars, the planet of action. Because Mars is going to be Mars. You're going to act anyway. But it's a difference from going to the beauty supply store to get a new wig or going to the park to meditate. One is complete in insanity. Another one is in alignment with your soul.
Oh my God!
You need to perceive your soul at all times, so you have to relax. First thing, Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter how serious it seems, no matter what you found out. Because, a person tried to, come to me with some shit. My baby daddy, he fucking niggas at a truck stop. Now, I know you said be relaxed and have a peace of mind, but hood, I was not prepared for this. Like, not only did he go to one truck stop, it's kind of his thing. Like, he be going for days on end. I be thinking he working, but he be twerking. He be working the goddamn truck stops. Why you like going to those truck stops, baby dad? He say, cause the dudes there, they don't live in the city and he can stay anonymous. So, when you said have a peace of mind and have negative emotions, I can't, because my baby daddy is going to truck stops and he's not dealing with the girl truckers, he's dealing with the guy truckers. Even if your baby daddy is a truck stop fiend, that still don't give you the excuse to not relax. Because you are not the exception to the rule. You do not have the special pussy. You do not have the special relationship. You do not have the special 1-bedroom apartment. You do not have anything special. Only thing you have special is your soul.
Oh my God!
So this is what you need to pay attention to. So in order to pay attention to your soul, you can't be up in the chaotic realm of mess, what your baby daddy is doing. How many goddamn truckers he done dealt with in the past 3 months. If your baby daddy decide to make that his full-time job, you still gonna have to relax. You still gonna have to find peace. You still gonna have to perceive your soul. Nobody escapes this. If you had sex with that dude and he said, this was the best pussy I ever had, I ain't never had no pussy as good as this, that still don't give you the free pass to not fucking be relaxed. Clear your mind and perceive your soul. There is no escape. How does one create their reality? You are what you think. So if you are divine and you think divine, you'll create divine shit. But where's your divinity at? Is it in your baby daddy? Is it in your job? Is it in all of the external shit? Is it in... I was in a little bubble thing that saw the Titanic. No, you're not. You've been eviscerated by the fucking pressure. You should have stayed your ass above land and got your goddamn toes licked. You would have been just as fine. You would have still had your $1 billion and your fucking son wouldn't be out here at fucking Blink 182 concerts, not even mourning your death. Nigga. I don't make $1 billion, but if I'm missing, I'll be damned if my kid's going to a goddamn concert. You better be sitting by the phone waiting to figure out whether I got eviscerated or not. Y'all gonna have to mourn for me a little bit. Especially my kids. And I'm not even a billionaire, so if I'm a billionaire, you niggas better be crying, or I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fucking come from the afterlife and take you out my goddamn wheel. So let's get into, because we talking about esoterics, understanding, and it's always beautiful how it all comes together for me, right? So we're dealing with the Four of Cups, and so there's many different variations of the Four of Cups in reference to the billionaire. The Four of Cups in the Thoth Tarot deck is called luxury, right? But what is luxury, right? Is luxury being able to see the Titanic in HD? Or is luxury being able to perceive your soul? What do y'all think? Is the Titanic luxury? A fucking old rotted piece of metal at the bottom of the ocean? Is that luxury? Or is your soul luxury? Let me know in the chat. Because it was a billionaire that thought it would be luxurious to get into a bubble and travel to the bottom of the ocean, not even referencing, oh, the pressure surrounding me is going to crush me into obliteration. I'm gonna be down here with goddamn Haley Bailey and things of that nature, talking, singing Little Mermaid songs and shit like that in a little bit. Give me a second. Or is luxury found within yourself? Now, when we look at the symbolism of the Four of Cups, which I found would be the richest symbolism and explanation of the energy, we have a man that is sitting by a tree. And he has his 3 cups in front of him, and he's recognizing that the 3 cups I have is not enough. I need another cup, but I don't know where to get the cup from. Where can I get the cup from? So where he decides to find the cup is through his meditation. So he sits under the tree and he meditates, and voila, there goes the new cup. There goes the new idea. So this is not the end all be all. After Cancer, we go into Leo, which is more of an active state where you have this idea that comes from source and you begin to act it out. You begin to manifest. You begin to create it. And it brings you such joy because it comes from your soul. The ideas that you meditate on, the ideas that you reflect on are the deepest, most transitive ideas. The ideas that people tell you, the ideas that you force, you really want an idea. You got to really get into a process of clearing your mind, even like writing songs. Like the best songs is when the lyrics come to you. The best art is when you already see it and you just transfer what you see into the 3D. But the key is you got to be able to see it. You got to be able to actually get into it. So how does one, when you deal with astrology, I think it's best to notice, like to identify the obstructions versus going away from the obstructions so you're not really solving no problem. So if Lilith is in this particular energy, then I'm going to always be like, well, sex is the block to the soul. Sex is the block to the soul because Lilith represents repressed societal expectations when it comes to sex and how sex should be. So the thing and the question is, why do you talk about sex so much, Hood? Why is sex so important? Because when I'm satisfied sexually, I'm complete. I'm happy. I'm in a state of bliss. But it's different when, it's certain people who would be like, trust me, don't even worry. You know what I'm saying? I am not hiring. You feel me? I am not hiring. You feel me? The whole shit, like everything is complete. You feel me? And if things change in the future, I'll let you know. We are now accepting applications, right? We are now open for business. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Everything is Gucci. Being present. And that for me is going past my obstacle. Not wanting more sex or like not being able to be satisfied and thinking that sex have to be this grand super thing where I need to have, all of these types of girls loving me and all this type of shit. Lo and behold, I just needed my toes sucked. And then I was able to think clearly. The rain is gone. And when I was able to think clearly, I was able to perceive what I need to do, right? I got a course coming in the formulation. I'm going to present that to y'all in the next couple of days. It's like good idea, and it's just like some good ideas. And then, I just like in the energy of prosperity and abundance because I know what it's like to live in the energy of lack, being broke, not being able to pay your bills, that type of shit. So It's like, yeah, I could just chill, relax, you know, get a hotel room and get my toes sucked for like a whole week straight, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just choose to like keep grinding and keep growing, keep prospering and keep expanding because that Jupiter energy is like really showing up as well. So it's just like for me to really get into a level of great expansion is like doing the basic shit that's like the shit that I love to do. And this is one of the things that I love to do. And honestly, you know, this is really for me, you know, it's like and no offense to the dudes that's watching, you know what I'm saying? This is my version of sex.
Ooh, hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
Cause I'm a sapiosexual, you know what I'm saying? I love knowledge, right? I wanna fuck knowledge. Right?
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? I wanna fucking have knowledge sit on my face. Right. Me some motherfucking good knowledge pussy, right? Turns me the fuck on, right? So this is my Lilith expression as well, right? And I'm just giving y'all these examples so you can begin to identify what is your sexual truth outside of your social expectation and societal condition. And when we are in the realm of the soul, we don't know, right? And of course, for a lot of people, it's like, oh, I don't have nobody to suck my toes. I don't have nobody to explore my sexuality with. Listen, it's called TikTok shorts, right? I could give you the game, get you some TikTok shorts, right? Make your ass look fatter. It's a lot of festivals, a lot of goddamn music festivals, goddamn psychic fairs. People out and about. Get your ass up out the house. Mars conjunct Lilith. Right? Go pull you a nigga. Hey, how you doing? You looking good today. That color looks good on you. You ever ate pussy before? You should eat mine. Matter of fact, you into some freaky stuff? Show me something. I don't know. Could said Mars is conjunct Lilith, so I wouldn't know what's going to actually take me to the next level. So I'm giving you the opportunity to experiment. What you doing with that whipped cream? What you doing with that chocolate? Why you putting it on my toes? Oh my God, I'm in a whole nother galaxy.
Oh my God!
So when we look at the 4 cups and we look at the man, he's got to be satisfied with his 3 cups. He's got to be satisfied with his mental, his emotional, and his spiritual, all representing what, like all of this represents a ritual. All this represents being centered emotional. All of this represents being loving your mind. He's not on his fucking phone. Right? His arms is folded, meaning that he's not doing anything. He doesn't pride himself on how big his paycheck because he worked a lot of overtime, things of that nature. He's happy with what he has. And when he's happy with what he has, spirit gives you something. Spirit gives you something. So, you know, don't be triggered. Speak from your gut. Speak from how you truly, truly want to feel. This is going to open the door to true understanding of your soul, right? Of your being. So, like I said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Give me a ones in the chat if you enjoyed this show. If you enjoyed the energy, share, things of that nature. I really do appreciate y'all, all of y'all support. Share the video, like the video, you understand? Tell your baby mama about it. Tell her to get off your ass. Tell her to start loving her soul. Tell your baby mama to get tapped in.
You are now tapped in with the Hood Mystic.
Right? Tell your baby daddy, stop playing. right? Stop playing. Stop thinking because you got a fucking Charger. Stop thinking because you got a fucking Chevy that motherfuckers need to just worship you and some shit, boy. Better fucking deal with your soul, boy. What does your soul have to say? Tell your baby daddy to tap the fuck in, right?
You are now tapped in with the Hood Mystic.
Thank y'all for tapping in with me. Hope y'all enjoyed this show. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Like I said, I got an announcement for a new class. Got June 23rd, which is in a couple of days. Going to be on Spirit Doula's page. Talk about July. We'll be down in Florida on the beach, right? Talking about microdosing and just vibing very, very hard, eating good vegan food, things of that nature. So make sure you subscribe to Spirit Doula's page, right? June 23rd. I'm gonna be on there talking real good information. I'm prepared to have a phenomenal share. We got Sister Myra, a couple of other special guests, so it's going down. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this show though, and definitely see y'all on the flip side, and really appreciate y'all for real, from the bottom of my heart. Much love, and I'll see y'all in the future. Peace.
They ain't like my song, but you know.
Your favorite mystic's favorite mystic. You are traveling with the Hood Mystic. Time to tap in now. Your favorite astrologer's favorite astrologer. You are now tapped in with the Hood Mystic.